So are you one of those golfers that for years have sliced your driver, it's out of control, it goes nowhere, and it's short? Well, I hope you're excited because today I'm going to show you how to turn your slice into a power fade and start hitting tee shots more like this that are still going to shape from left to right, but are going to be long, going to be super accurate, and are going to transform your game. So like I said, I hope you're excited because I'm really excited to show the little difference we need to make. Don't need to change a lot in order to get you hitting the best drives of your life. Okay, so the big issue for me with most golfers is they're trying to hit the golf ball straight. Everything sets up, club face aiming nice in the middle of the fairway, and they understand about the feet, the knees, the hips, the shoulders, parallel and left. But from that position, they really, really struggle. And what we tend to see is that horrible curve over to the right. And like we saw with one of those early shots, nowhere and not accurate. But the key number there is that face to path being 8.3 degrees open. Now what we're talking about there is golfers set up with that club face beautiful and square, but at impact there, that club face was kind of 8.3 degrees open. Now, what we need to do is get much better at getting that club face closer to square. It can still be very slightly open, but we need to know how to control that club face. Now, for a lot of you watching, that might be kind of very new information. So most golfers will say that that slice has come because my club's worked out to in, and I've not put the path on TrackMan deliberately, because so many people obsess about the path of the club, but it's actually most important what the face relative to the path is doing. So if that club face is open relative to the path, the ball will curve left to right, okay? So my key is, even if I swung from the inside and that club face is open to the path, the ball will just set off further right and then shape. So what we need to learn is how can we get you feeling that that club face closes more coming into the golf ball. So there's a few different ways you can feel it. So for some golfers, they'll notice that, particularly looking down the line, that as they take the club back, they'll get halfway waist high and that club face will already be starting to look up to the sky. So if you're one of those golfers, you could try and feel that as you start that backswing, you feel like the club face looks more at the ball for longer. And then on the way back down, that should give you a better impact position. So let's experiment with that one first. So for me, I know I'm probably not where a lot of the top players are halfway back. I'm probably a little bit open, but I'm going to feel like the club face stays a little bit more looking at the ball in the backswing and see how that feels. Okay, so we can see for me there, when I work on that club face, even though I've been better halfway back, the club face was still 5 degrees open. But we're already seeing a big pickup in distance, even if the accuracy wasn't quite there. Now, what I would say to any golfer, particularly if you're watching this video, don't judge it on one swing. So if you feel that that for you is going to be the big game changer, you need to hit a few and see how consistent you can be with that. Now, for some golfers, they'll want to feel that they'll get to the top, and what they'll do is they'll pull the club down, and that wrist angle really increases, opens the club face, and then we can see that's going to steepen the club face open, that's that slice. So they can feel that they get to the top, and they want to feel that they try to get the logo on the glove a bit more to the sky, and then make that downswing. So you have that rehearsal, and then try and hit the shot with that feel. That was a little bit quicker there, but we can see that club face under 3 degrees open, We see the carry now at 239 and the total at 261. So again, what I'm trying to do is learn how I'm controlling that club face. The first one was kind of in the backswing. Second point's really how we're doing it from backswing to downswing in transition. And the final way I'd want golfers to do it, and I'm sure I'll get lots of comments on this that this isn't the right thing to do, is I want you to feel that in your downswing, you're going to try and feel like that toe of the club catches up. So it definitely feels that my hands and forearms rotate a little bit more through impact. Okay, so that felt good. I'm going to set up to the ball. Okay, so we see a little bit slower club head speed. Again, that club face 2.9 degrees open and 227 carry and 250 total. Now, what we'll also notice when we're getting that club face less open is that, kind of irrelevant of the club speed, the ball speed really jumps up, and the smash factor, which is the ball speed divided by the club head speed, is going higher and higher. And that's how efficient I am at getting the energy from the club head into the golf ball, which is essential if you're going to hit long drives. Because all the best players in the world, they're getting that club face back into a good position where there's no glancing blow. That club head's really efficiently into the ball, and then all the energy is going from the club head into the ball. Whereas the more open that club face and the more I slice across it, it's just that glancing blow, almost like hitting a flop shot with your driver. Now, definitely for me, out of the three methods, definitely feels easier for me to feel what my hands and forearms do through the bottom of the golf swing. Won't necessarily be the best way you do it, but now I'm going to aim just fractionally left, but still focus on that feel. Now a little bit out the toe, so TrackMan will read that as very slightly open. I think I've just squared the club face up there. But 96 mile an hour club speed, 143 ball speed, 212 carry and 248 total. But you can see there that just that simple thing about understanding how we're going to deliver that club face into an improved position. Obviously, if you could get the club face closed at impact, that would actually give you a little bit of a right to left shape. But if you can get that club face much closer to straight, doesn't need to be straight, it could be just a smidge open or a smidge closed, we're going to get the energy into that club head better and into the golf ball. And that's how you're going to turn your slice into your power fade.